everybody, it is Christina, and I have a few projects that I've been working on, just little small ones. It's still gorgeous outside and very hard to come down to my craft room, but I have been playing a little bit. So I watched a video. I will link to the video that I watched that inspired me to make this card, which is very similar to the one that was made. And at first I I saw the video and then I just clicked out of it and kind of thought, oh, well, you know, when you see somebody make something, but you think you can't make it because you don't have their supplies. Well, I came in my craft room and thought, well, you know, I don't have those exact supplies that she used, but I have something similar. So now I have to find it. All right, so she used a banner die, and I have this banner die from Stampin' Up, so I'm going to use that. And then she made a window in the banner with a die, and sure enough, I've got those too, because this will work perfect if I wanted to make a big window like this, like a cutout inside. And then she used, I can't remember what she used for her, she used a really a stamp that she stamp colored and then she cut it out. So I'm going to use this stamp set here. It's called Coffee Queen by Andrea Gomoll, and I'm going to use this little girl here. So I'm going to stamp, color, and then cut it out. And this one right here that says, I love you even more than coffee. And then the cardstock that I'm going to use, I got this from this big set of cardstock and the envelopes from Micheal's. So I use the cardstock. I'm not going to use the envelope because I made my own envelope from my envelope punch board. So I cut the cardstock a little bit smaller to fit in the envelope, and not quite finished. When I finish the card, I'll show you the finished envelope because I still want to find a stamp and then a stamp with white ink right here, but I'm not quite sure what I want to stamp yet. But I just used some ephemera from my stash. This girl here, she's in her bathing suit. Ooh la la girl. And then the ephemera pack had these tabs in it, so I thought I would put the tab right on the side here, and then who I'm making this card for, I'm going to put her name here. And I've got some lace in the background, and it says, don't quit your daydream. All right, so I'm going to get started on my card. Then I'm just going to hot glue Yum Yum, and it's done. I think it's a really, really cute card. I love you more than coffee. Yeah, and that'll fit in my envelope. Look how cute. Well, I still have to do the inside, though. But, yeah, I made 2 more. I'm going to show you that one. See, I made this one. This one I didn't cut that cardstock down, so it's the same size, so it's going to fit in this envelope. And isn't she just the cutest image? That is from this stamp set here called Love Bug. And then I use the balloons, and this here, it says Just For You, is from this stamp set, the Celebration stamp set. So I used this stamp here, the flag, and then the sentiment Just For You went in the center. And I made one more, just like a little card. I thought I would try a smaller size because I have tons of envelopes, so I try and make a card that's going to fit in the envelope. So this one, this girl here is from Prima, the Julie Nutting stamp set, and oh, it's called the Planner Stamps. So I just used the top part of her body in here, and then it says here, have a lovely day. That came from another stamp set. So super easy card, wasn't it? Isn't it cute? So don't forget, if you want to see the original video of this card being made, then I'll leave the link below and you can check that out. I also wanted to mention the last time it was at Micheal's, they have these new markers there, Artist Loft markers, alcohol based. I didn't want to buy too many, so I just got the light peach and the pale pink. They're nice for facial, for the skin color, and I'm liking them. Now, my favorite is the Copics. They blend, I love the way they blend. This blends nice, but it's not as nice as a Copic, but I think they were between $3 and $4, which is a lot cheaper than a Copic. So I thought I'd mention that. They're really nice. So I guess I'm going back and getting some more. All right. I've been cleaning out some of my drawers here, and I still have a ton of this pretty lace and pearl embellishment from Recollections that was sold at Micheal's years ago. And I just started making little bows with it, paperclip bows. Isn't that cute? So first of all, I just started making them plain like that, but thought maybe they looked a little bit plain, so then I started adding a little bit of the flowers on it. So I'm still going to have to add flowers on these, but look how cute they are. Really cute with your planner, right? All right, then I have to show you a few more Memorydex cards that I made. And years and years and years ago, when I was at the thrift store, I picked up this box. And it didn't have these dowels in it. I picked these dowels up at the hardware store and then cut them. And then hubby made these slats here. Hubby made some holes in there for me. And it just comes out like that. But I picked this up at the thrift store years ago, and I've had it in my stash ever since because I knew I wanted to use it for Memorydex cards. So I'm finally getting into it. Made a few more Dex cards. This one here. I got this, oh, I have to show you. I got this new paper at I got new paper at Micheal's. Got this pad here called Candy Retro. It's so cute. Look at all of it. It's got tons of like little cameras and remember cassette tapes. So that's what I use for the background on this one. It's the cassette tape paper. And Relax, Dream, and The Weekend. And then this one here is this paper. Let's see, it's this one right there, this background paper, all the cameras. And here's a little photo frame, and it says, "You and me, we click." And then this one here is just a couple little banners. The paper that I used had these banners in it, so I just cut them out, fussy cut them out, added some flowers. It says, "Happy birthday." And look how cute that is. Although I'm not these aren't for me. I'm swapping with a friend of mine, so I made these for her. All right, so I made those. I made cards. I made bows. Did I make anything else? Let's see. Oh, yes. I'll be right back. I have to go get it. All right. See these here? These are going to be like little, just like little plaques that you can sit on your desk like that. And I was at the store the other day, and there were plaques just like this. I think that's what you call them. I'm not sure. And it said, "This is my happy place." And I thought it was so cute, but they were about $5. It wasn't expensive, but I thought I could make that. So I asked my husband if he's got any wood pieces, and he's always got lots of scraps. So he had one long piece, and he cut them into 3 pieces for me. And then I had to sand them down. He wanted me to sand them down since it was my project. So I am going to insert that video right now of me in his workshop sanding all the edges nice and smooth. Done. All right, I've got my supplies, my wood blocks. I have my white paint, Mod Podge, gesso. I've got some music sheet paper, some paintbrushes, and some wet wipes. And I think I am ready. I'm going to put some glue on here, my Mod Podge. I go find a foam brush. Going to put some Mod Podge on this side as well. Oops, and on here, maybe I'll put a little bit more. I'm just winging this. Not sure if I should leave it the finish just like the wood or paint it white, but I've got white paint just in case. All right, so now I'm going to lay that down. There we go. Okay, now my wet wipe, just going to rub the edges, and the more I rub, it's eventually going to peel off. So now I've got music sheet paper as my background, and I'm just going to use my heat gun on it. You know, I just thought that I shouldn't say heat gun. I don't know, I guess gun is a bad word to say these days. I should just say heat tool. Okay, so this is my white paint. I get this at a local artist store. And it's artist paint, and it's not cheap. Usually I get the big ones, but I'm using the little one. So I think just so I don't have to use too much, I'm going to gesso everything first. And once this dries, you're still going to see the background, the music sheet background, which I want. I don't totally want to cover it. So my husband and I, we just started watching a new movie on Netflix. There's 3 series. It's called Bloodline. So we watched 2 episodes last night, and it's really good. It was recommended by another YouTuber, so I thought I'd give it a go, and I'm kind of now hooked because I want to watch it again tonight. Okay, got my white paint on it. It's dry. This is my saying. This is my happy place, and I'm going to cut each word out individually and glue it on my little plaque here. And that's it. This is exactly like it was in the store. Look just like this with a $5 sticker on it. Except mine is nicer. My lettering is bigger. And the one at the store, I'm sure the wood was just cheap wood. This is oak, so I like that. I'm just going to sand it one more time. Ooh, the lighting here is flickering. It's really windy outside. Going to sand it because you kind of get that rustic look, you know, a little bit of the paint comes off the corners. You could also embellish it. You could take some pearls, you know, put some pearls on it. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do, but that's it. How sweet and simple is that? Ta-da! And this one took all of 1 minute. I just cut this out, the saying, put some double-sided tape on the back, and added a little a bow here with this linen thread. So that all took, what, maybe 1 minute? So I could leave it like that if I wanted. I'm not sure, but consider it done. And then here in my envelope, I use this stamp here. It's called Medallions and Corners, hot off the press, and I used that one right there. And I stamped it with this white ink here. It's called Whisper White, but I can't get this stuff to ever dry. I could leave it overnight and it won't be dry. So I have to always put white embossing powder on it, and then I use my heat tool on it. It's the only way I can get it the stuff to dry. So yeah, so there's my finished envelope, and that's it. I wish I could play in my craft room forever. But tomorrow I have to go back to work. But there's always the evening. I love the evenings. So happy summer, everybody. And we will see you in the next video. I love you all, and thank you so much for watching. Bye.